Chris Kendall.
Very blessed to get to that milestone, no question about that, as the umpire throws the ball aloft to start this round 2 encounter. It was a situation neutral, really. They're trying to shovel it out now, South Adelaide there for Couch. We're just now trying to work forward. Now moving into a bit of space there is Kobe Morgan. Looks to pop it up towards the square, but strong mark taken by King, who brings it back inboard right in front of commentary position of Chris Kendall and Phil Hurden. Oh, big head high there on Nicole Mark. Now the match review may have a look at that one, but tap down. Syme read that beautifully off the pack. Brings it back inboard. Working at the back of the pack there is Far for South Adelaide. Brings it inboard now by hand. Kneeled. Pokes it up towards the top of the square. Really good work in there from Far. Lifted the eyes at just the right moment, and then Brockhurst arrives.
I was about to say, you can't give away a penalty for not throwing it back to your teammate properly.
Correct. They put it up towards the hot spot at the back of the pack. Brockhurst soccers off beautifully. Just where you wanted the small forwards to be, and she had Waterhouse alongside. Gets it off by hand to a teammate who sends it up in towards the attack here. Now Jess Waterhouse, she loves these situations. A little shimmy, a little twist, a little turn, and almost a fantastic finish. Not the finest of forward 50 entries, however, or forward 50 exits, I should say. Allowed Johnston into the contest for South Adelaide. Free kick's been picked out, and Johnston has extracted the free. Wasn't able to get it away there, Alexander.
Well, you would have thought, Chris, even in a normal quarter-time break, that would be the first thing probably to address for Norwood, is getting some system, getting it out.
Johnston just tried to chip over the top. Well done. She knew that she was going to be outside of her ideal range.
That, at the moment, is South Adelaide. We've had just a couple of behinds, one each in the first 9 minutes of this quarter.
LaCoy Cockatoo Mutlap was able to find Far. Clifton is going to have to go back in. Oh, that was a big hit there on Far. Untidy, it's fair to say, from Hazelhurst. He's got a little bit of time and space and a couple of options to work with. First of those is Smith, who looked up, measured the kick, looking for Hickey. Has opened the door slightly now for the Redlegs, particularly Syme, who goes long. Has a long ping of the goals. That is a fantastic finish from Syme.
They had 30 in the first quarter last week.
Tap down there from Boone. Slipped through the fingers of Johnston. Line edge. Spun out a one tackle, but was taken high, so half of the ground. Needs to start it from left to right. She has done just that beautifully. Anyway, they're working it forward now. LaCoy Cockatoo Mutlap just turns and goes up and towards the Brockhurst direction and takes it. No, my apologies. That there is Mel Anderson, who now spins and goes. They're trying to work it forward now, South Adelaide. Plenty of numbers. That's going to have to be rewarded, surely. Great tackle there from Cockatoo Mutlap. Slight right to left movement needed on this one. Oh, and she must be listening to both the coaching staff and the SANFLW box. It's nice to know the ratings are going up. Well worked away by Branford, who sends the legs up towards half forward, but Pratt taking the mark, flying backwards of the flight. Now for those sorts of occasions, but we might just leave that one in the back pocket perhaps this season. Alan, after strong feedback from a number of my colleagues about they don't like it. Anyway, Anderson, who just pokes it in towards the pocket. Johnston just bounced there off the hands. Goes back in there a second time. Now she works it back forward, and Anderson will punish on the counter-attack. Great work in there from one of the genuine superstars of this competition. He's been gathered and speared a pass in towards the forward 50. There's some very tight players out there. You can see that for both teams. Rusden twisting, turning. Oh, Hiscock doesn't need much time and space to create an awful lot of damage. Got a bit of time to get rid of it. Ball needs to set up all the Norwood defence. That's a drop kick. We haven't seen one of those for many years. Wasn't able to quite bring it to ground. Hiscock could. Now she chips inboard. Good smother in there from Dodds, who's going to receive it back and dispose by foot. Back defensive exit.
Not until we get umpire cam.
Well,
we can see what they see. Behind, and Allen with two great defensive plays.
Oh, strong mark.
So
Gee, that's brilliant.
Two great defensive plays.
Well done for Nikki Mark, who took a fantastic namesake. Big for her is there is nobody at all in the Norwood 50. Just has to work her way around the LaCoy Cockatoo Mutlap tackle, which she does. Shows a bit of opportunity now towards the South Adelaide defence, who've pushed up the ground. Strong tackle by Rusden, brings towards half forward. Davies comes spinning out to meet it. Twisting, turning over the top. Can Rusden finish the good work? Of course she can. Of course she can. Nord hit the front by 3 points. Umpire's just waiting for the rucks to arrive. Baxter with the hit out. There's not a stat we call too often. Nord again with the exit. Davies sitting underneath it. Shermer in there also. Davies thought about going by hand, but she's going to own the situation herself, and so she should. Adrian Davies.
The other games next week, Central hosting Glenelg, West hosting Sturt.
Kiana Lee is going to have a shot after the siren. Now, so she should. She's on the 50, on the angle. Isn't he where they used to kick for $1,000 back in the day?
Did you bring you got an ATM card?
Do people still use those nowadays, or is it all just bitcoins? Anyway.
Cash?